So recently I picked up an HD DVD player. Now you might be saying, why would you buy an HD DVD player in 2019? Don't you know that was old news even back in 2006? Yeah, I never had one back then. I probably jumped on to Blu-ray pretty early. I was an early adopter because I had a PlayStation 3. And for those of you that aren't familiar, that was the format war back in the day. It was Blu-ray versus HD DVD. I remember going to Future Shop here back in Canada and Walmart and seeing one shelf all HD DVD with the red cases and one shelf all Blu-ray. So yeah, it's kind of hard to come by these red cased movies these days, but you can often on eBay or Craigslist or on Kijiji, which is where I got these things. So I wanted to show you what I got. And it's incredible how big these HD DVD players actually are. This is a Toshiba one. The guy said he bought it right before it went out of commission, right before Blu-ray ended up winning the war. So he chose the wrong side. So he had this for 10 years or more. Let's see if that ended in 2006 or 2007. Yeah, that was 12 years ago, 12 or 13 years ago. So the main reason I bought this set is because it came with 12 movies. So that's like less than $1 a movie. And a lot of these movies I actually want to rewatch or I want to see again. So for that price, even if I got rid of it after I watched it, it's well worth it. And I still know some of these HD DVD players go for some money. Like I know that there was a plug-in hard drive, or there's a plug-in drive for the Xbox 360 that still goes for 40 or 50 bucks. The players themselves, I'm not sure because they're quite large. This player is actually larger than a PlayStation 4, probably as large as the original PlayStation 3, and that was really big. So I'm going to go through the movies I got and kind of talk about them a little bit. So the first one is Transformers. Has a slipcover there, and this slipcover is actually really, really cool. It's kind of transparent, and you could see the insert sleeve underneath of it, and it's just the artwork of the characters. That's really neat. And it's a 2-disc set. And unlike a lot of HD DVDs, these ones actually have artwork on the front. Sometimes they came without any artwork. Like if the movie had bonus features, quite often the bonus features would be on the reverse side and there'd be no artwork on the discs, which is another reason why I'm glad Blu-ray won, because I like when there's artwork on my discs. So Transformers, I saw this in theaters, but I've only seen bits and pieces. We got it backwards. I've only seen bits and pieces of the sequels because I hear nothing but bad things. Then following that up with another Shia LaBeouf movie, we got Disturbia. I seen this in theaters too. Back then it was being touted as a big modern take on Rear Window, and it said it had a lot of Alfred Hitchcock styles. Back then when I was younger, I wasn't really keeping an eye out for that, but I'm going to rewatch this with that in mind, and I'm going to see just how good it is. I was a big fan of Shia LaBeouf back in the day, and I remember liking this. This movie I haven't seen, so this will be a new watch, and this is The Perfect Storm. Even though I haven't seen this movie, I'm actually quite a fan of the author, Sebastian Junger. I'm a big fan of him. He's written some great books on tribalism and military veterans coming back from the war. So I'll check that out. This was back in the heyday when disaster movies were really popular. It's like instead of superhero movies now, back then we'd get one big disaster movie a year. From Twister, Titanic. This was the big one of that year. I actually bought this movie on Blu-ray a few months ago because I really wanted to see it. It's been on my watch list forever. It was around Halloween, and I really wanted to see it. But I could have waited. I should have waited because now I have it on HD DVD, which is An American Werewolf in London by John Landis. And this is really, really cool. I like that it has the original artwork, the original poster art. The Blu-ray I bought does not have the original art. It does have a new modern kind of cool look. I'll post a picture of it. But I'm happy to have this too, and this is a HD DVD/DVD. So now, if I just want to watch it on DVD for any reason, if I'm going somewhere and they only have a DVD player, I could bring this. I really love that cover. That's really cool. But yeah, happy to have that again. This is one of my favorite movies, and it's one of my favorite trilogies. This is the first movie of that trilogy, The Bourne Identity. I remember back in the day this being really popular because it didn't really do too well in theaters, but then when it came out on video at like Blockbuster and Rogers Video and other places, it was huge. Everyone rented it, and that really propelled the sequels into production. You know, Supremacy and Ultimatum, and it's gone all the way up now to the fifth one, Jason Bourne. But those first three movies were really awesome, and it's one of my favorite trilogies. And also, I've been wanting to rewatch it, so I'm happy to have the first. Up next is a movie I've never heard of, Black Rain. And these are still in the plastic, by the way. Everything else has been open, but these two that I got are still in the plastic, which is, it's crazy to think when I open them, it'll be the first time they've been opened since 2006. This is Black Rain. This is by Ridley Scott. Great director. I just rewatched Alien recently, one of my favorite movies, and so I'm happy to get this one. Black Rain, never heard of it. Michael Douglas, another great actor. Yeah, I'll check that out. Shrek the Third. I've seen Shrek 1 and Shrek 2, but I haven't seen this one. I don't know anything about it, so I was really excited to see this one in the bunch. Hulk. Ang Lee's Hulk. I have fond memories of going to see this in theaters, and when I was 12 or 11, that was like, I got so amped because we didn't have so much of this stuff back then. We weren't hit with it so often. So I was really pumped for the Hulk. Then I saw the movie. I liked it, but man, did it leave me conflicted. I didn't know what I watched. There was some stuff that I thought was really cool. I actually liked the stylized comic book editing. I liked the performance. I liked when the Hulk was on the screen. But I couldn't, leaving that movie as an 11-year-old, I couldn't tell you what the hell it was about. Another movie I loved back in the day, and this movie probably should get the most recognition out of the bunch because it really changed a lot of things. 300 by Zack Snyder. You know, this movie made slow motion action and speed ramping really popular. It was so stylized back then. Really, you didn't see anything like it. The closest thing was the year before when Sin City came out. It was really a 1-2 punch. Sin City, then this. I don't know if I saw this in theaters at the time, but I loved it. I might not have been old enough. I'm happy to have it. I was really, really pumped to see this in the listing. This is the Ultimate Matrix Collection. I was actually considering buying this recently because I wanted to rewatch the first Matrix movie. Now this has all of the series and the Animatrix on a bonus disc. Really incredible. I was going to buy it on 4K because it released late last year on 4K. But that set is still really expensive. So I am going to wait on that set, and I am just going to go with this one. Which is fine because it should be Blu-ray quality. That's another reason why I wanted to really check out these HD DVD products, because it's supposed to rival in quality to Blu-ray. And I've watched Blu-ray for the last 10 years, and I love it. But I want to see if this does look as good as Blu-ray. But who knows, it might even look better for some movies, because I know individual transfers can be kind of flaky. But I'm really this is the reason I bought this set, is for The Matrix. I wanted to rewatch the first film, which is one I loved when I was younger. I was the perfect age for it. I still have fond memories of staying over at a friend's house and we play N64 all night. We were playing Turok, we were playing South Park on N64, and then we'd watch The Matrix and get pumped up and then play more video games, and it was fun times. But so I'm looking forward to revisiting The Matrix. I've seen it since then. I've probably seen it 5 times, just on cable and just on DVD. But I'm looking forward to watching it in HD. So it has The Matrix, The Matrix Reloaded, The Matrix Revolutions, and this is really cool, the bonus disc. It's a black case. I'm so used to seeing 4K up here now. It's weird seeing a black Blu-ray case without 4K on it. The 2 discs, blank like I was talking about, because there's content on both sides. So yeah, even though the discs, they kind of cheaped out. I don't know if cheaped out is the right word, but they chose to go to flip the discs and have data on both sides. Even though they chose to do that, the actual cases themselves are very high quality, which I'm really happy about, because today you don't get high quality cases. Blu-rays and DVDs, they use these eco cases, these cheap plastic cases, and they very easily break, and they're not very great. So it's cool to see actually products like this where the cases are very sturdy. Only one case in this bunch has some damage on it, and it's just the middle spindle in one of the films has a little bit of broken plastic. But other than that, they're in great shape. So you actually felt like you were getting your money's worth when you bought one of these films back then, and they were very expensive back then. So yeah, that is my pickup. Came with the remote. I'm really looking forward to diving into HD DVD in 2019. Thanks for visiting me, and I hope you have a great day.